Hi, Jim Carson here from Blackstock Ford Lincoln, Orangeville, Ontario. And here again, this time, we're going to talk about Mustangs, and we're really going to get into the 2019 Mustang GT and the all-new Performance Pack 2. Okay, just before we get into talking about the 2019 Mustang and all the great things we have going on this year at Blackstock Ford in Orangeville, I just can't help, we're just like 2 weeks or a week maybe past Barrett-Jackson in Scottsdale here as we film in January. And boy, some amazing Mustangs at the Barrett-Jackson auction this year. Did you see the collection of 10 or so brand new in the box Fox Buddy Mustangs? Never been titled, never been licensed, still have all the wrappers on them, all the original papers. And yeah, there were some incredible prices, but the car that might have snuck through, the one that caught my attention, 89 LX 5-liter hatch. Again, new in the box, I think it was dark burgundy in color. The hammer drops for $39,000 US plus a 10% fee. So now we're at $42,900. You exchange that out into our Canadian funds and you're approximately $57,000 Canadian, and you got to get a brand new car that you can't drive home from Phoenix. You're talking $60,000 for an 89, 225 horsepower Fox Body Mustang. Incredible. The other thing that I saw, of course, everybody did, the GT500, serial number 001, Craig Jackson buys for $1.1 million. You may have seen that 66 Shelby race car that had lineage and connection to Mark Donohue that I had the privilege of doing the video for. Really cool Mustangs. There always is a lot of passion about it. But I think I really can make the case, I hope I can make the case, it's my belief, that man, is there any reasonable expectation that it's going to get any better than 2019 with all the uncertainties going on in the future of transportation? Well, let's just talk about how good that is and get into the details right now. Okay, 2019 Mustang GT, some of the changes, let's go over them now. First off, here at Blackstock Ford, we are in Orangeville, Ontario, Canada, so all of these prices, all of these specifications and availability, I'm strictly speaking about the Canadian order guide and what's available to the dealers. And again, we've stepped up with a special bulk buy. We've got lots of cars coming. I think we're going to have the best selection of Mustang GTs in the country. That's what my expectation is. I hope that turns out to be true. But nonetheless, we've taken a deep dive into the guide to have a look at what's available, and there's some really important changes. First off, if you haven't seen my video from last year and you want to know about the 301A and why that's great value and the changes to the 18 Mustang fuel injection, that video is already online and we did that last year. So those carry over. I'm not going to repeat myself now. We're going to focus on what's new. Of course, the all-new Bullet, limited production. We do have one available as the filming of this video is in late January. And mechanically, the only change is to the 6-speed manual transmission now comes with rev matching. So let's get into the new availability of the real star of the show, Performance Pack 2, and oh my God, what an incredible value. One thing, let's start right off the bat. Automatic, not available. If it's an automatic you want, it all ends there. It's not available with the Performance Pack 2. The value you get in Performance Pack 2, when you compare that to Performance Pack 1, it's simply incredible. It's $2,300 more from PP1 to PP2, and in that, you're getting Magna Ride, which on itself is a $2,500 option. So we're already got better value going to the PP2, and look at the list of what you get. Next, probably the nicest wheel, that's what everybody's saying that Ford has ever put on a Mustang GT. The unique wheel for the PP2 is absolutely gorgeous. Aggressive offsets, it's 19 by 10.5 up front and 19 by 11 out back, and that's how they're able to fit the largest tire ever offered on a Mustang GT. Square fitment all the way around of 305 3019s. And those tires are Michelin Pilot Cup 2s. More about those tires either. Incredible track tire that's just barely legal for the street. And we'll get back to that. What else do you get? Unique front valance or chin spoiler. Adds 24 pounds more downforce. A unique rear spoiler. But the struts, the springs are all stiffer, tuned with the EPAS is tuned, the ABS is tuned, the traction control has special tuning to take advantage of 67% stiffer rear sway bar, 12% stiffer front sway bar, stiffer springs all the way around, a absolute track star. the GT Performance Pack 2, and we should all be really excited about that. And great value. For $6,500, it's just incredible. You know, we were talking earlier in the film about $60,000 to get an 89 LX 5-liter brand new in the box, Canadian. Well, we're going to be talking about a $60,000 car approximately. Checking us out at mustangvenom.com for final details, but we're going to be in and around $60,000 for a Performance Pack 2 Mustang GT Coupe with 700 horsepower thanks to the Ford Performance Roush supercharger installation. It's what we're known for. We've done dozens and dozens of them. Our supercharger installed is just $12,000. That much we're committing to go to market with. Our base cars we're going to have available in the Performance Pack 2 will be the 301A. You've got cloth seats. You've got a large screen that you can use your own Apple CarPlay or Android Auto for your nav. But we're also going to have the 401A for just $7,000 more. You're getting a lot of value. Not the least of which, you've got leather seats, you've got navigation, you've got the new Bang & Olufsen audio system, the premier trim level allowing you for either black with gray stitching or a grabber blue stitching interior or the showstopper red. Lots of combinations there. So many combinations, in fact, we've tried to order them all. But if you think you're in the market for the spring, call us as soon as you see this video and see if we can still get the exact one you're looking for in color combinations. We've got many, many available. As I said earlier, we have lots of 18s left over still. Not maybe lots. We've got a few of 18s left over, mostly with that essential Performance Pack 1. I spent a lot of time emphasizing how that Torsen limited slip 373 axle makes a huge difference. But with the GT500, you know, coming in 2020, we don't know where the pricing is going to be. It hasn't been released yet, but you're certainly, you know, it's over 100. We think we're probably talking 130,000 maybe with dealer premium. We don't know, but they're very, very rare. They're going to be hot in demand. You're probably not going to be able to get one. You're not going to be able to get one. But look at the value we're presenting. If you're looking at the 301A 700 horsepower at $60,000, have you seen the new Edge ST for less than 60? You got both cars for that value. So really, really great value proposition. But as I said, the next segment, let's talk a little bit about more tires and tire technology and what Blackstock Ford offers as a unique offer to you. Okay, mentioned about the tires. Let me first preface with this. I'm a car dealer, I'm trying to sell cars, no doubt about it. But I do got to tell you what our strengths are and what value we can bring and what makes us different. And one of those is my experience with Ford and Ford Performance personnel goes back many years, 35 years or more. I've got a lot of great friends there and people that I can reach out to, and I am very dedicated to get accurate and precise information so that I can be confident my customers are getting value for their money because they're getting the right answers. So let me tell you where I'm going here. I've had discussions with the Ford Performance Engineering about changing these tires and ratios and staggered fit, and you're going to get lots of people online, oh, you don't know you're talking about staggered fit. Listen, I don't know what I'm talking about. That's why I go to the people that design this stuff, all right? And their opinion is that the Mustang Performance Pack 2 with the dedicated, we got the Magna Ride, and we got this entire chassis all set up. We got a lot of negative camber up front to handle that square tire. We got very precise fitments of very large wheels and tires. And their opinion is that for the street, a mild stagger is going to be okay. But on the track, it is not recommended that you take that car on the track. It's, I say not recommended. You will notice a significant difference in performance, and therefore you're not getting your full value with a significantly staggered front to rear tire, such as we see on the Performance Pack 1. Okay, so then the PP2 pack, the Michelin Sport Cup 2 tires. There is no tread wear life on those tires. They're described as uncompromised track life. Well, what does that mean? Track life, if we're talking NASCAR, is what, 25 laps? Formula One, 5 laps. So these tires are meant for the track. They are street legal, but they're very soft. You really should not expect anything more than, say, 8,000 kilometers. And if you're aggressive and driving aggressive and you have the 700 horsepower and you just can't resist it, traction control is going to control wheel slip, but you're still going to go through tires fairly quickly. So that presents a dilemma. What do you replace them with? Well, I want to tell you about how we're going to address it and why we have a unique offer to you. First off, between Blackstock Ford Lincoln and our off-site quick lane at 670 Rydell, we have not only expert technicians, but the best equipment you can buy in the marketplace. Hunter Laser Smart Balance Systems, 3M weight systems, TCR Hunter Walkaway, the only tire machine that is warranty approved to handle the carbon fiber wheels, for example, on the Shelby. So we have the equipment, we have the knowledge, and here's our offer to you. Simply put, if you buy a Performance Pack 2 Mustang from us in 2019, for 3 consecutive years, once a year, we'll re-and-read the entire sets of tires and put your track tires on for your day at the track if that's what you want. We'll then supply you with other tires of your choice, and we've got lots of brands. And through our Ford program, we will not be undersold on tires. Our prices are fantastic. We're using Ford's buying power, and we have many brands available. There's 2 other Michelins available in the same size. There's a great Continental tire, there's a Dunlop tire, there's a Falcon tire, there's a Mickey Thompson tire. Many, many choices, the exact same size, the 305 3019s, and we can certainly equip them for you, and we're going to take them on and off for you on that day you want to go to the track. Just give us 24 hours notice, and it's absolutely no charge. That's $200 a year savings. Or you might want to look at a second set of wheels that's been recommended, such as people at CJ Pony Parts have spoke about that. Let's talk about the challenges you may have and why you need to deal with us, perhaps, or certainly deal with a dealer that really understands what we're up against here. This wheel here happens to be 20-inch, but what I'm showing you here, it is for the Mustang fitment. That's 11 inches wide. That's a big wheel. This does not fit on the front. Obviously, the factory goes with 10.5 inches. But it's not just the width of the wheel. When you go down to a 9-inch wheel or 9.5-inch wheel, it can't accommodate a 305 tire. So that's okay. You want to go for a smaller tire on the front. But we got to match the circumference of the tires within 1.5% front to back. And you need to really think about the math, and we can help you do that. Secondly, the front wheels need to clear that caliper. You need a specific offset. When we're talking about the offset, what we mean is the faceplate, the mounting plate of inside of the wheel, and where that is relative to the center of the wheel. And that changes whether we have a 9-inch or 9.5 or 10 or 10.5 or 11-inch wheel. But that offset is what is going to create clearance for the inside of this rim on the strut, not a lot of room to go there, and the clearance of the eventually would be the tire on the outside on the inner fender well. That also has to clear. So you need some precise choices there. You're going to find that 20 inches are difficult to make work. You need 19 inches, and you need the correct 19-inch. Well, I'm here today at our mod shop at Bad Dog Mods. That's what we do every day. We supply all the major brands, and all of that consultation, all of that expert advice that you can trust. It's coming direct from the engineers' mouths of what we need to do to be safe, to have value, and for you to get the most out of your investment of that Mustang, because my gosh, it's going to be a fun car to take to the track. So that's all I have for now. I'm Jim Carson again at Bad Dog Mods today, but from Blackstock Ford Lincoln in Orangeville, the Ford guys that customize, and you do drive us to be different. Thank you for watching.